Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And today we are going to finish our Easter egg diamond. So this is what we have so far. We started this yesterday and today we're going to finish it. So we left off at row 25. We have 25 squares. So we're going to start row 26, and that means that we're going to be decreasing on both ends. So we're going to chain one and turn. And decreasing means that we are going to slip stitch in the first two stitches. And then in the third stitch, we're going to start our square. Alright, and then we're going to switch over to blue. We'll make sure we get our goodness. Alright. So we'll switch over to blue. We are going to need 2 blue. So there's 1. And 2. And then we're going to switch over to green. And we need a green. We're going to put a green right here. And then we're going to switch back over to the blue and put 2 more blue next. Okay, and now we need to put the lavender on. And this is for the Easter egg. We need 10 of these. Of this color. So there's 4. Five. 6. 7. 8. 9. and 10. Alright, so then we're going to go, we're going to leave this silver behind. We're going to go to blue. Or the lavender behind. Did I say lavender? We need 3 blue. So there's 2. 3. And then we're going to slip, go to green and put 1 green in. And then go back to blue. And now all we need is 3 blue and a green to finish off this row. Alright, switch back over to green. And then this is our last stitch right here. And then we slip stitch here. And that is row 36. And at the end of this row you should have 24 squares. And we're going to mark this off. So now, when we started, we were going up by 1 square every row. Now we're going down by 1 square every row. So we're going to chain 1 and turn for row 27. We're going to single crochet in the first 2 stitches. And we will do this every time now. And then start our stitch in the 3rd. And always with green. Alright, then we're going to switch over to blue. And now we need 6 blue. What did I do? There we go. So there's 2. 3. 4. 5. And this is 6. Now we're going to switch over to the lavender. Bring those forward. And we'll bring the lavender up. And we need 10 lavenders. So there's 1. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 10. And so now we're going to, now we gotta switch over to our blue. No, that goes there.
Picking the boys like Cracker Barrel or something?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did you find out for gas or anything?
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then switching over to the green, we got the last one is green, which is right here. And then we'll slip stitch here. Alright, so there is row 27. And alright, so we'll be back for row 28. Okay, so row 28. We're going to chain 1 and turn. Slip stitching in the first 2 stitches. And then in the 3rd stitch we start our green square. Alright, and then we're going to switch to blue. And we need 4 blue. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. Alright, and then we're going to switch over to the lavender. And we need 10 lavender. So there's one. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. 9. 10. And then we're going to switch back over to the blue, and we need 6 blue and a green should finish off this row. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And then, oh dang it, I'm going to carry that lavender with me. Yep. Alright, so now here is our last one, which is the green, and that will finish this off. Slip stitch there. Alright, so this is what it looks like so far. We're going to mark off row 28. And we're going to cut off that lavender. Because we are not needing that anymore. in row 29, we're going to chain 1 and turn. Starting this out the way we always do. Switching over to blue. And now we need 5 blue. Oh, I apologize for the noise, but that's the washing machine you hear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need yellow next. So we're switching over to yellow. And we need 10 yellow. With this Easter egg, we end up with a lot of ends to sew in, but it is worth it not to have to deal with so many colors. This way we can deal with 3 colors at a time. Five. Six. Seven. 8. 9. 10. I'm going to leave that yellow behind and then bring up our blue. And we need 4 blue and 1 green to finish this row. I'm just bringing our green with us now. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. Switching over to green. And there's row 29. Looking good. Alright. Let's mark row 29 off. And we're on to row 30. We're going to chain 1 and turn. In row 30, you're going to be down to 20 squares. So we should have 20 squares in this row. Alright, so we're switching over to blue after initially putting that one green in. And we are needing 4 blue here. We're going to start decreasing this egg a little bit now. And there's 3. So now, instead of 10 yellow, we are only needing 9 yellow. Switch over to the yellow. Come on. Alright. A little bit of trouble with my yellow here. Alright, so there's 2. Three. Four. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. This is 9. Okay, we're going to leave that yellow behind. I need blue next. Come on. And then we need 5 blue and a green to finish off this row. Four. 5. And then we'll put the green in. Alright, so there. This is looking good. There is row 30 with 20 squares. "31" is next. Chain 1 and turn. Alright, then we need to go to blue. And now we have 4 blue. This is 3. And here's 4. And then we're going to switch over to yellow. We need 9 of these. So there's 3. One, two, three, 4. Five. 6. 7. 8. And 9. Now we're going to switch over to the blue. And we need 4 blue and a green to finish off this row. And this is number 4. Switching over green. And there we be. That is row 31. And that's the last row of the yellow as well. We're going to switch over to our tangerine in this row 32. So chain 1 and turn. And we can cut this yellow off. And get our tangerine ready. So 32, we're going to start with a green. And then go to blue. And then we need 4 blue. So there's 1. Two. Three. And 4. And then we're going to bring our tangerine in here. And we need 8 of these. Or 1. I wonder why that wasn't working. I'm trying to wrap my fingers around the tail. Alright. So there's 3. I'll finish this off and then we'll leave this tail behind. There's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Now we're going to switch over to the blue again. Make sure 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8. We have 8. And I do believe it's 4 blue and a green to finish this off. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4, Alright, there's what it looks like so far, and there's 32 rows. So we're going to check this off. 32. Now on to 33. We're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're going to slip stitch in the first 2 stitches and start our square in the third. And then switch over to blue. So we are needing, it looks like 4 blue, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to switch over to this tangerine, or mango I guess it's called. And we need 6 of these now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then we need 5 blue, so let's bring up our blue, leave that behind. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to end this row with 1 green at the end here, as we usually do. Okay, so there is 33. 34 is next. 34 finishes up the egg, the Easter egg. This will finish it up. We're switching over to blue. And we need 2 blue. Nope, we just need 1 blue. No, we're on 34. There we go. Okay, sorry. It is 2 blue. Now switching back to green, we need 1 green here. And then switching back to blue, we need 3 blue. And before we put this 3rd blue in, we're going to bring this up so that we can use it next. And then we're going to go to tangerine, or this mango or orange or whatever you're using. We need 4 of these. So there's 3. And 4. And then we got to go to blue. And we need 1 blue here. And then we need a green. And then back to blue. And it's 2 blue and a green to finish off this row. And that finishes up our Easter egg. That is row 34. Alright, so 35. We're going to chain 1 and turn. In 35, we should be down to 15 squares. And we are going to cut off this orange since we don't need that anymore. So now we're just working with 2 colors. Alright, so we start out with the green and then go over to blue. So we need 1 blue. And then back to green. And now we need 2 green. And then back to the blue. Now we need 7 blue. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Now 2 green. And then we need 1 blue, 1 green to finish off this row. And there we have it. So that is row 35 with 15 squares. "36. We're going to chain 1 and turn. Slip stitching here. Switching over to the blue. And then switching back to green, and we need one green. And now we're switching back to blue. And we need 8 blue. So there's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Switching back to green, we need 1 green, 1 blue, 1 green to finish this row off. Back to blue. And back to green. And that is row 36 done. So 36, 37 is up next. We're going to chain 1 and turn. And we're among the really easy rows now. Now it's 1 green and then we're switching over to blue, and we need 11 blue. So we need 11 blue between the 2 greens. So we're not doing a lot of changing here. This is easy crochet. We're just changing at the beginning and at the end. So this is 9. Ten. And 11. Switching over to the green. See our Easter egg. Alright, so there is, this was row 37, finished. Let's mark it off. So now we're just decreasing the amount of blue in between. So this row will be 1 green, 10 blue, 1 green. There is 5. Six. 7. 8. 9. 10. Switching back over to green. We didn't switch over, did we? Hang on a second. Like, what happened? Alright, so that was 38, 39. We are going to do 1 green, 9 blue, 1 green. So there's 4. Five. Six. 7. 8. And 9. Switching over to green here. For the last one. Alright, so there is 39.
Am I is it close by or am I doing the better? What's going on?
And then chain 1 and turn.
Want me to drive over there then to your house? Okay.
Alright, so this is row 40. We are be down to 10 squares in row 40. And now we need 8 blue between the 2 greens in this row. And this is 6. Seven. And 8. Alright, so that's row 40, and we're down to 10 squares in row 40. Alright, so now I need to switch my page around. So I can see what the rest of it is. So 41. We're going to chain 1 and turn. Alright, getting ready to do our first green. And then switching over to blue. And we need 3 blue. And then we're going to switch back to green. And then we need a green here. Just one green. And then we're going to switch back to blue. And then we need 3 blue and a green to finish off this row. Alright, so that is row 41 finished. Mark that off. 42. We're going to chain 1 and turn. Okay, so this row we need 1 green, we need 2 blue, and then we need to switch over to green, and we need 2 green. Switching back to blue, and we need 2 blue, and then the green at the end. Okay, so there's 42. So this is what it looks like so far. Picked up the wrong one. Alright. 43. Chain 1 and turn. And we're going to slip stitch in the first 2 stitches. And then start our square in the third. Like we've been doing. Switching over to blue. Now I need 2 blue. So this row will be 2 blue, 1 green, 2 blue, 1 green. So it's 1 green, 2 blue, 1 green, 2 blue, 1 green. So here's our 1 green. And then back to the blue. And then back to our green. So that was 43. 44. We're going to chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to slip stitch. So 44 is green, 4 blue, and a green. And then 45 will be down to 5 squares in 45. We need a green, blue, green, blue, green all the way across. We're going to be switching back and forth all the way across. Switching back to green. Back to blue. And then back to green again. There's 5 squares there. Now 46. We're going to chain 1 and turn. And 46 will be green, 2 blue, and a green. This is the last row of the blues. And we are going to cut that off. That blue we don't need anymore. Now we're just working with one color. Easy peasy for the last 3 rows. So 47, all we need is 3 greens across here. Chain 1 turn. For 48, we just need 2 greens. And 49, you just need 1 green. This is the last row. Alright, so we can cut this off. And now we can look at our square. Well, our diamond, actually. But anyway, there's the Easter egg. Looking good. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew in all my ends, and then we will be back to show you how to do the border. Alright, so I got all of my ends in. And we're gonna put the border on.
Here, put some cat hair on there. Here, put some cat hair.
So we're gonna start here in the corner, and we're gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna put 2 half double crochets in that corner. And then we're just gonna put 1 here in the next stitch, and then 1 down here. And then you've got 2 stitches here. And then there's 3 stitches here. So as you can see, then you need 1 in the middle, in between the stitches, and then there's 2. And actually on this side we're not putting 1 in the middle. I don't know what I'm thinking. We're doing 3, 2, and then this one is 3, and this one then 2. So 3, 2, 3, 2. You'll go all the way down like that. 3, 2, 3, 2. You should have about 59 to 60 stitches by the time you get to the other end here. So I'm going to finish mine off camera, and I will meet you at this end right here. Okay, so we're down at this corner, and we need 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and 2 half double crochets in there. And then we need 2 half double crochets around this double crochet. So now we just finished the long side. Now we're going down a short side. So the diamond has 2 long sides right here, and then 2 short sides. Okay? So for each double crochet, you'll put 2 around there, and then there is a space in between, and you'll just put 1 there. And then we're going to put 1 in this stitch, which is the stitch that we put the 3 stitches in. So 2 around the double, then 1 in between, and then 1 there. So this is just 2, 2, 2, 2 all the way down. I have a new skein. Alright. So by the time you get down this side, you should have 49 to 50 stitches. And then you'll go all the way around, finishing it up all the way around this diamond, just like we just did those 2 sides. So you'll have another long side to do and another short side to do. And making sure that in the corners is 2 half double, chain 2, 2 half double. So I'm going to go all the way around this diamond, and I will be back to show you the next round. Alright, so I'm going to work in this end. So I have slip stitched to the first half double crochet. Now we're going to continue half double crocheting, but in this stitch here, back loop only, we're going to put a half double crochet, and then in the next one is the middle of the corner. So we're going to put, wait a minute, that ain't right. I didn't do that right. I forgot that I need to finish out this corner. Alright. Anyway, we need to finish out this corner, putting 2 in there, and then half double crocheting to make that corner. Now chain 1 and put 2 half double crochets in the corner. Alright, now back loop only, we're putting a half double crochet in each back loop. And you're going to do this all the way around, and we're still going to put 2 half double crochet, chain 2, and 2 half double crochet in each corner. So we're going to do back or front loop only. Did I say back loop? Front loop only. Goodness. And we're going to do that all the way around. And I will see you at the end of this round. Okay, so now we're all the way around there. For the second time, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work so that the front side is facing us. I guess I'm going to have to sew that in. Alright. So now, in this corner, we need to put 3 single crochets. This is the last row. And then in the back loop only, we're going to put a single crochet in each back loop. And you could see how the last row formed this little design in the stitches. I just love that. Okay, so that's what you're going to do now. We're just going to do back loop only with single crochets. And each corner, you're going to put 3 single crochets in each corner. And then we'll be done sewing our ends, and the diamond will be finished. So I'm going to finish mine off camera, and I'll let you get yours done. And I hope that you had a lot of fun making this egg with me, this Easter egg. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye now.